Clinical trials. You may have heard of them before, but what are they? Whenever professionals in the healthcare industry develop a new treatment, such as a vaccine, drug, device, or regimen, before they can make it available to the public, researchers conduct studies known as clinical trials to assess if the proposed treatment is effective and safe for humans to use. Clinical trials are also meant to discover if a new medical approach is more or less beneficial compared to any other currently available treatments.
Clinical trials are classified into 5 phases, 0 through 4. In the first phase, phase 0, research is conducted to determine the proper treatment dosage and usage. In the following phases, investigators enroll volunteers into small pilot studies, and if the trial advances, it progresses into larger study groups. If the treatment passes phase 3 and is approved by law, it becomes available to individuals who need it, thanks to the help of thousands of study participants. Studies are continued even after a treatment is actively utilized, in order to monitor its benefits and risks in comparison to alternative options.
Why do people participate in clinical trials? Most people volunteer for clinical trials in order to help advance science and develop better treatments for a disease or condition. Without study participants, new health treatments wouldn't be available. That means no aid and no cures for all kinds of conditions and diseases. Individuals who volunteer for enrollment, also known as patients, usually fit a certain criteria, whether it is their condition or disease or other assortment of criteria such as age or gender. Some studies compensate patients with a fair share of money, free medical procedures, and even a free study drug. Whatever the reason, a patient opts into participating. Without their help, new and better medical treatments wouldn't be available around the world.
Even though there are significant benefits of clinical trials, there are still many misconceptions that prevent people from participating. Some common myths about clinical trials stem from concerns about patient safety, quality of treatment, enrollment criteria, and more. Have no fear, there are many patient protection laws and regulations in place to ensure safety of anyone who participates in a clinical trial. For example, many patients fear receiving a placebo during a study, but depending on the kind of study, a placebo will not be used as a comparison or a control if the absence of treatment puts patients at risk. If you join a clinical study, you may quit for any reason at any time.
You can find out more about clinical trials that are available just for you by visiting our website at www.patientengagedtrials.com and by following and liking our social media pages. Help participate in the movement to advance health treatment by contacting us today.